Very good. Okay, so today is February 3rd. I'm excited you guys are on. I want to start by just telling you guys we're so excited that you take the time out to be on this. And you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's a lot easier to walk to your computer, right? After cooking dinner or having someone else cook you dinner or whatever you're doing. You don't have to get dressed. I am dressed from the waist up. Don't I look cute? See my bead? Oh, I know. So, yeah, we don't have to get dressed. I got my tennis shoes on. Woo! Okay. So that's awesome. My husband always thinks it's funny when I walk out into the living room after our meetings because he's always like, you look so good from here up. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So, you know, it is what it is. And so it's great that you guys take the time out, 45 minutes to an hour to invest in your business because that's exactly what you are doing. So I want everybody to give me a big smile, big hello, give me a thumbs up. Yay, we're excited. Okay, yay. Because when you sit there and you go like this, it's not pretty, okay? Not pretty. Okay, so I want to start with a few announcements. The Focus Free and Fabulous form. So I want to show you guys something. When I get the form, no, I didn't print it off. But anyway, when I get it in the email from the site, yeah, that's it. It does not look like what you're looking at. So I need y'all to really make sure you're doing those points correctly. There's only a week 5 for January, which now is over, April and June. So you don't have to worry about week 5 again for a while. But it's real important that if you guys are doing the weekly challenge, which is worth a lot of points, you've got to tell me. You can't just say, well, I did it. Okay, well, good for you. I'm glad you did it. But really, you know, you got to say in A, to get those 50 points, you've got to say, I did it, and then send me something showing that you did it. So if the challenge is 3 new faces, 300 in sales, 3 marketing shares, I got to do those marketing shares with you, or your director does, okay? So it's all about accountability. And I know there's a learning curve here. So we tried to make it easier for you guys. If you'll look at the Focus Free and Fabulous, you look at the one you actually look at rather than submit, you'll see it's broken down now by dates, which makes it, I think, a lot easier. I made you guys all resubmit it, who had already submitted it. I'm sorry about that, but you all did it, so I was very proud of you. But that's how you get your points, and that's how you get prizes or cash towards education. So very excited about that. Register for Career Conference. Go on InTouch. Go under events, register for Career Conference. Even if you might not be able to go, you can cancel as late as February 29th, but register for Career Conference. This is like a mini seminar. It's literally less than 24 hours investment of your time. And if you can drive to it, that's even better, okay? Next, the first Monday, we told y'all this last week, the first Monday of every month is gonna be recognition for the month prior, although we did some recognition last week. And then the last Monday of each month is going to be Customer Appreciation Night. And Andrea's putting together like a way for you to just submit your customers for customer appreciation. You must submit them the last Sunday of the month so we can recognize them the first Monday. But the winner each month, and it's probably going to be a hostess, but the winner each month is going to be, let me make sure everyone's muted, yes. It's going to be a roll-up bag with her name personalized on it. So it's going to be based on, is she a hostess? How much did her party do in sales? And how many people did she have there? And how many bookings she had from her party? So Zulema just had a party on Saturday. So her customer can go in for Customer of the Month because she's been a hostess. And then her sales were almost $500. She had 7 people there who were 18 and older, non-Mary Kay users. And then she got 2 bookings from that party. So that's what she will submit to me, which she already did. And then we track it all month, Andrea and I do. And then at the end of the month, we'll announce this is our customer of the month. And they will get that roll-up bag with their name engraved on it. Okay? Cool? And if they already have a roll-up bag, we'll send them the embroidery and they can stick it on there and we'll give them something else worth $35. Okay, I don't know why, but I'm like super duper shiny. It's just not very pretty. Let me turn me down a little bit. Oh yeah, much better. Okay. Again, the first 3 people who earn or re-earn their red jacket with 3 new qualified team members since January 1st are going to get their red jacket free. Okay, from your director. So you go find yourself 3 qualified people and you got yourself a new red jacket. And what's it going to cost you? Okay, Amy just said nothing. I read her lips. Okay. Okay, so I want to give some shout outs. You guys, y'all are doing the and then some. I'm just so stinking proud of you for even being on. But, you know, I love it when we hear reports about people who have really stepped out. So I want to give a shout out first to Zulema. And Zulema just, you know, Saturday, she had this huge party, 7 people. I had a party here going on, and she was actually going to come to my house and help me with mine and do the glamour with a photo shoot and then go to hers. And I said, no, don't worry about it. I got it. It's all good. Go worry about yours. And she had 7 people show up to her house. All of her pictures are on her Facebook page for Mary Kay. But I then said, okay, so did you have all the products? And she said, most of them. And I said, well, if you need any, I'll swap product with you. And she's like, I got it. I got this. I got this. And, you know, guys, when you are independent, I mean, I love it when y'all say, oh, can you come help me do a party? Or can you be on FaceTime? Or can you be on Zoom? Don't ever think I don't want to join you there. But when you just kind of do your thing and say, you know what? I'm a big girl. I got this. You're busy. You got your own Mary Kay going on. I mean, she just took all the pressure off of me because my people would not leave my house. I opened the front door and said, well, it was so nice meeting all of you. And they sat there. And I didn't even have like mimosas or margaritas or anything. It was just water and a few veggies. So they didn't leave till 3:30. And her party, which started 2 hours after mine, actually ended before mine. So yeah, it happens to all of us. Absolutely happens to all of us. So hey, Drea, I'm making you co-host, but that mute thing did not work. So I'll have to call Zoom tomorrow. Okay, so I want to acknowledge Zulema, big grown pants girl. She put on her big girl panties and she did it. Next, I want to give a shout out to Dee. Dee has hitched her wagon to a star, and that star's name is Andrea Zajac. And she is meeting with Andrea. She's scheduling her meetings. She actually showed up early and stayed out in her car until it was time for her meeting. And she is listening. What a unique concept. Because so many times we hear something and we go, oh yeah, I'm doing that. Oh yeah, I'm doing that. Oh yeah, I'm doing that. But if you really listen, you might hear just that one little thing, that one little idea that will change everything. And so Dee is open to listening, and she immediately starts implementing what she learns. And that's the big thing. Learning it, hearing it is one thing, but without activity, it's just noise. It's just words. So I want to give a shout out to Dee for putting things into action. And then finally, I want to give a big shout out to Amy Paul. Amy had over a $500 week, and her son had surgery this week. You guys, if my son had surgery this week, especially with Amy's history with hospitals and her anxiety there, I'd have been like, I'm not worried about my business right now. I'm worried about my kid. But she had commitments, she had obligations, she worked her business like a business, and she still had over a $500 week. So I want to give a shout out to Amy. And Amy was also our Queen of Sales for January, which we announced last week, but super duper proud of her. So Amy, do you want to take it away and explain just as quick as your little West Virginia, Maryland accent can do it? What are the 3 ways that people can share the career opportunity?
Okay, so welcome everybody. I'm glad to see everybody on the call. We have the Monday Night Live marketing calls immediately after this Zoom call tonight, and we are going to have Joanna and Dre offering that live marketing conference call. So we all want to get you on and get your guests scheduled for 9 Eastern Standard Time, 8 Central Standard Time, 7 Mountain Standard Time, and 6 Pacific Time, and RSVP before each Zoom meeting on Monday nights with your guest list and potential or a brief description of them, and invite them to join in and dial into 605 468-8005 and have the access code of 950286 and follow that with the pound symbol. So that's one way. The second way we can offer to grow our team in February is that Shipe Peek into Pink call or video that's on Facebook. And you can go on to www.joannashipe.com as well under resources.
No, it's on the home page where it says the opportunity.
Okay, opportunity.
And Amy,
Sorry.
can I interrupt real quick? Y'all,
Sure.
that is the best link. If you use the link on Facebook, it goes into general. Yeah, I checked it.
It's under pink possibilities, under resources.
Okay, it's
That's
also
what I
under
was
it's
thinking.
also under opportunity on the home page. It's in 2 places now. So it's under resources, under pink possibilities, and it's on the home page. But use that link because what Kate did was she created just that link, so that's all they see. But if you go to the other link that we've been putting on Facebook and all, that's a YouTube video. So
Joe, it's
try.
not there. You're not there. Yours is not at the opportunity.
Okay, I'll check it. I'll check it. I'll make sure it is by tomorrow.
That'd
Okay.
be great. That'd be great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So Amy, what's the third way?
Well, can I finish that one?
No. What's the we are so pressed for time tonight.
Okay, that is perfect. So anyway, the third one is we're going to use our director. We need to book them up, get them on 3-way calls, access them through Voxer, and this is off lib here because she said we had to hurry. So if she wants me to hurry, we're going to do it that way.
Okay.
So just call your director, text them, email them, and ask for their help, and I'm sure you will grow your business as a result.
Yay. And somebody will earn their free red jacket. 3 people now. We got that up for grabs. Okay, so I want to talk to you real quick about your weekly challenge that ended just yesterday. It was 3 bases, 3 shares, and the MK University 7 through 9. So in February, we're going to have a whole different set of challenges. Andrea's going to be reviewing that during the education portion. But in February, your challenge is going to be the same every single week. Okay? So you can be consistent. And if you miss it one week, you're not like, what was the challenge this week? We're going to keep it. Our goal is we're pretending everybody's brand new and we want to simplify and simplify and simplify. Okay, so I want to do some shout outs. We had a lot of jewelry winners in January. We had Donna, Sarah, Amy, Drager, Kim, Constance, Amy Paw, Jamie Bulliard. Jamie Bulliard had what we call a grand month. That's ordering over $1,000. In the skill unit, we had Robin Blickman. Andrea Zajac had Stacy Swallow. She also had a grand month with the star order. Vicki Starwalt, and you guys, y'all know what's going on with Vicki right now, right? She's going through breast cancer treatment. So she's still out there selling $300, $400 a week. Bam. And then Sayonara Butcher and the Langworthy unit had a grand month with over $1,000. She has a new recruit, new team member, Darcy Darcy F. And then your directors, Linda Mead, Terry Skill, Andrea Zajac, who had a double grand month, and Linda Mead had a double grand month, and I had a double grand month. So that was exciting. Based on your weekly accomplishment sheets, which yesterday, I know it was February, but yesterday actually ended, if you look at the Focus Brand Fabulous, it ended your sales tracking for January. We're trying to simplify here. So I just wanted to tell you again, based on the weekly accomplishment sheets, we announced this last week. Number 5 was Diane Galusha. Number 4 was Keely Ahart. Number 3 was Elisa Rogoff. Number 2 was Christine Evangelista. And number 1 was Amy Paw. She had a grand month in sales. She did over $1,000 in sales. So stinking proud of her. Oh my word. And then we've already got star consultants for the quarter ending March 15th. You guys, you've got directors, Andrea and Linda Mead are both diamond stars. I'm a pearl, and Stacy Swallows is a sapphire. Already stars. Already stars. That is working. That's right. Amy's like, getting to it. Getting to it. And you know, the reason why I announced the directors is we are not competing with you. We only compete with ourselves. But I just want you guys to always know that you are working with working directors. And Dee, I know you see that. When you see Dre, you go to Dre's house and you hip your hip to hers, and you're like on her like white on rice, and she's setting up and doing this and going, now leave, I got more customers coming. So, you know, that's good. It's good to know that your directors are setting the example, because the speed of the leader is what? The speed of the leader is the speed of the gang. Okay, so we want to set that example for you. All right, current star recruiters and above, and they get points for January just for being a star recruiter. Amy Paul, Marcia Stevens, Joan Teal, whoop whoop, Linda Voss, team leaders Sarah Thompson, Jackie Eisenman, and future director Sayonara Boucher. We're waiting for her to step up into that suit, so y'all encourage her on Facebook. Sayonara, go girl. Okay, so based on your Focus Free and Fabulous tracking sheet, you have a choice. You can make this as of February, or you can have it in January and turn in your final points to me. But I will read to you what the points I have for you so far. So really, all of these points, except for one category, count for January, and they're already counted. So you get 50 points for completion of the weekly challenge, which last week, it was 3 new faces, 3 new shares, and MK University 7 through 9. So that by last week, or by this week, yep, show it, Dre. By this week, you should be almost finished with MK University, okay? If you haven't, sit down for 2 hours, you'll knock it out. But don't do that during Mary Kay call time. You get 50 points for having a new team member. In January, Sayonara had 2 with 1 qualified. Adajani had 1. You get 20 points when your new team member's a Great Start qualified. So Sayonara got 20 points on that. Our Queen of the Week, ending last week, was Amy Pa with $500 in sales. And Zulema, very close second. And so Zulema, I want you to give yourself an extra 10 points as well. You were this close to Amy with almost $500 in sales. So, you know, I'm going to give Amy the 15, but girlfriend, we're going to give you 10 right there. 15 points for the Queen of the Week in team building. As of yesterday was Sayonara, or as of January. 15 points per marketing share. So Andrea reminded me today, if you had people on last week, you get 15 points per person who was on. So when I call out your points at the end here, if you're like, oh my gosh, I had 3 people on, or I had 2 people on, and I forgot to count them, then you can add those on and just text me. Don't correct me on here, okay? I don't have time for that. All right, F was 10 points per face per week, 5 points for your weekly accomplishment sheet. And again, this all goes back to January, nothing new yet. You're not filling out February yet. Jamie, Arlene, Alice, Christine, Amy, Zulema, Stacy, Joan, and Debbie. Holy smokes, you guys are getting in a great habit of every week, Sunday night, submitting those weekly accomplishments. Now, here's the one category you put for your February tracking, okay? Why? Because it's tonight, okay? It's tonight. You get 5 points for being on live, or if you watch this recording, you get 5 points for posting your takeaway for the recording. But if you're on live, give yourself 5 points on H for February. Any questions on that?
Takeaways need to be posted on Facebook, you guys. So we do honor, we're honor society, but we're gonna check. So just so you know, just post it on Facebook or text us and we'll post it for you.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I was total monthly orders for January 31st. You got 50 points for every $600 wholesale. So if you did a $600 wholesale, you got 50 points. If you did $800 wholesale, you got 50 points. If you did $1,000 wholesale, you got 50 points. If you did $1,200 wholesale, you got 100 points. If you did $1,800 wholesale, that's 666, then you got 150 points. Okay, so this is to help you guys stretch. Be Gumby, stretch. Okay, Jay, 50 points if as of the end of the month you were a Red Jacket Star Recruiter, and I just called those out. And if you did not do a qualified order, okay, but you did something, you did at least a 225 up to a 599, give yourself 20 points. Okay.
Not 20 plus 20 for every 225.
Right. One time 20 points for 225 to 599. Okay. So right now we have Zulema, I have you. Now, if I'm wrong, you guys just text me. I have you at 95 points. Jamie, I have you at 100, but I did not count your guest for last week. So count your guest for last week and add that up. Joan at 35, Arlene at 40, Alice at 60. Jill's isn't on. She knows her. D, 140. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Stacy, 170. Christine at 80. And Amy at 280. And Amy, you got the highest amount of points. Not that it's a competition, but hey, it's good to know. All right. Okay. Andrea, go.
Oh my gosh, you did a great job, Joe. Kudos to you.
It's because I shut Amy up because I didn't let her talk.
I said, Joe, you gotta stay on track because we got a lot to cover. First of all, I have on the new eyeshadow and they're so fun. So we can tell you at the website, there's lots of fun stuff that Joanna posted for what PCP and Star Consultant. It's not a drug. Preferred customer program enrollees get to order all the new products early, as well as Star Consultants as of last quarter. So if you just finished Star now, that doesn't count. It's as of last quarter, but you'll get early opportunity for the next quarter. Now, you guys, as of March 15, when you're a Star Consultant, you'll actually get preferred. Isn't it the same with preferred seating and seminar preferred registration? So it's a big deal to be a star always. Now, how do you become a star? We talk a lot about Super Bowl sales or Valentine's sales and Christmas sales. Those are great, but they're seasonal extras. I really appreciate that Joe taught me. Now, here's the thing. I chose to be at her classes. Like, I was there with Liz Pipkin, and that's her mom, who would teach every Saturday morning in her frog. That's the family room over the garage that actually was converted to her office. Every Saturday, I went for 6 months straight. I chose to become a master. And you can't become a master if you don't take some of the recommendations that we have given or challenges. In December, we challenged you to stand at the table and practice your presentation. Just raise your hand if you happen to do that over the holidays when we gave it. Oh, wow, I'm really impressed. If you haven't taken us up for that, do that. In fact, do it again. Joe said, if you don't have a party every week, stand at your table, put your stuffed animals. If you have your kids, you can use them, but practice your presentation. And I'll tell you, you get so rusty so quickly. And this was great for me because sometimes we have to have self-imposed deadlines. I appreciate Joe letting me recommend that we are going back to the basics, and to be a master consultant, you got to have a solid party. I have been a star 87, 88 times because I'm solid with my skincare sales. I sell the sets and I sell solidly at a party. So I don't get stressed out about seasonal selling. If I want to do it, great. But I know if I've got to hit 300 in sales, I know that's 3 faces on average. Actually, a little bit, my face average is 160. So I would say that you know your face average because you're doing your weekly accomplishment sheets. You're doing your practice over the course of a 3 to 6 months, and then you have a solid average. And once you have a solid average, people say, oh, I need something stable. Well, Mary Kay is so darn stable when you know your averages. You got the bullseye right in the center when you know that your face average is 160 and you just need to have X amount of faces. So now you can get on the phone with excitement. And I made a couple notes before I get ahead of myself. Parties are fun. Like, we are so lucky. And I said on Facebook today, when you're full of gratitude, your business is just going to explode because gratitude attracts, and parties are fun. With the right intention, you will succeed in Mary Kay. Mary Kay says you can get into Mary Kay, but then Mary Kay gets into you. And it's not until Mary Kay gets into your heart that you understand the sales and the recruiting are all going to come and the money is going to come. But if your heart is all about, I got to make money. If your heart is all about, I got to recruit you because I got to get a car. your heart is not, you might get there temporarily, but I'm going to tell you right now, look around you, girls. Look around. There's a lot of people that used to be in our unit that ain't here no more. You got to have the right heart to stay successful. And solid parties with the right intentions going into the party will give you the foundation to never miss a star, to always be able to be a solid director who earns a car, keeps a car, and helps other people do the same thing. Can I get an amen? Okay, good. Now we can begin. So we got to get our mind right. Because if you're thinking, oh, I got to have parties. Well, you got to go get a different job, because this is where we're so lucky we get to choose what we do, but you don't have to do this. It is a blessing. And there's lots of other opportunities, but when you see it as a gift, you're going to go into every single presentation, every single party with such an excitement that people are going to feel it. They're going to want to be in your life. They're going to want to be in your organization. So we got to get our mind right. We personally hand select our clients. I'm so thankful. There's a lot of companies that you show up and you do your presentation, but guess what? You do not like the people that you're working with. You are like, ew, when can I have vacation day? When can I have a weekend? We get to hand select. So we get to hand select somebody and say, you are adorable. I want to get to know you more. And oh, by the way, it's more fun to pamper with friends. Who you thinking of? Now, we get to influence and be somebody as a role model. So I start before every single party or even facial with a prayer. And I always say, Lord, let them like me. And then I say, help me focus on her, making her feel special, what's in it for her, and bringing out her traits that she probably says, oh, I'm bad at this, or oh, this, I'm, blah, blah, blah. Don't we do that as women? So my job is to be the light for her. And if I can do that during this time with her, I have succeeded. Mary Kay said, if one woman feels special, then we've done our job, something like that. Okay, so we say that we are the 3 F's, focus, free, and fabulous. I wanted to start tonight with that, because if you're not focused on what you're doing Mary Kay for, you're not going to be free. And being fabulous is being free in your parties to let people know that there's more out of life. There's a sisterhood that's going to embrace you. And as I told Joe this morning, nothing she can do will ever stop me from loving her to the moon and back. Okay, the same is true with you. The same is true with you. We are such a sisterhood, but you got to show up to create those relationships. And when I wasn't in a place in my life where I was always showing up, my relationships weren't as amazing. So keep showing up. You're doing a great thing. So let's start with proper practice prevents poor performance. Maybe you've heard me say the 5 P's of proper planning. Well, I think they're both applicable. Proper practice prevents poor performance. So everything we're doing today, if you're not going to take this in the next 24 hours, stand up with your flip chart and start practicing. You're not going to know where your strengths lie and where you want to focus on. And the goal of a party, I believe, and I don't think that there'll be any complaints with this. I believe truly we're looking for leaders. At the party, you're looking for your next new team members. Yes, we want to sell stuff. Don't get me wrong. But selling is for today. You want to find women to join your business, because that's where you become an influential person. You become somebody who teaches somebody for tomorrow, and you will make more money in the long run as you teach others how to fish. So you're looking for more leaders. Number 2, you're looking to have 2 appointments scheduled from every single party. If you're at a facial, you're looking for 1, because that's 1 person, okay? Your goal at a party is to get referrals. Your goal at a party is to sell skincare sets. And last but not least, in order to find new leaders, you have to set up sharing appointments. So the goal of the party needs to be really focused on bringing it from the beginning, bringing it strong and with energy. And it all starts with having your flip chart. So I'm going to use my flip chart today. And here's what I'm going to ask you guys. I have a lot of recommendations for you to add to your flip chart, but I want you to be present. I know it's easy to multitask. I know it's easy to be on your computer doing this and listening, or maybe you're, cooking dinner. I totally get it, but I just want to ask you, if you have to watch it twice, be present. And don't worry about taking notes. You can, but I want you to really get what I'm saying, because I'm going to post these recommended questions. David Cooper passed away this year, and he was so influential, thanks to, of course, Rena Charbit, who introduced him to us at the directors meeting. And Joe and I have always studied him, but he taught us how to be great in sales. And we are in sales. Everybody's in sales, even if you're a teacher. So David Cooper talked a lot about flipping your hand up, shaking your head with a big smile, but also he taught about the power of a question. And I noticed just recently, again, when I was analyzing and recording my own presentation, because I do that all the time, I record myself to hear how am I doing this month? How am I doing? Am I getting, sort of slack here? I got to sharpen my axe. And I didn't ask enough questions. And so I remember that I was taught at every page of the flip chart, you want to be asking at least one question. Hand up, shake your head, yes. Okay, so this is something that, especially when I was working with Dee, I said, oh my gosh, I've got to get my questions back. And I told her I wasn't going to give her the ends this morning. So she's on waiting to hear all the good stuff. So let's start with this. This is the page that Mary Kay gives us. I also realized that I was carrying around a lot of things, and I am going to recommend that you carry some things, but I'm trying to simplify so that you can also see how easy this can be for you. So one thing that I did was I took the Wash Your Face with Mary Kay, and I put it inside. Is that really the first page now, Joe? It's not this one? Okay, okay. So you guys, I do have a flip chart that might be about 5 or 6 years old. So obviously some of the pictures might be a little different. If it's really bad, let me know, but I'll try to update. So here we are, the first page. The question that, again, we will post at Facebook later on when I can type them all out is, who here needs a pampering? Awesome, awesome. Flip the page. It says, let's party. This is where we welcome guests and we thank the hostess. Tonight, I'm going to talk about a party. If it's just you and one person, you and 2 people, you can still modify. So I'm just going to speak to you like brilliant women who can, tweak things if necessary. Deal? Deal? Okay, you're all brilliant women, so you can figure this out. And at this point, I will also tell you as I go through this, I might, based on time, because it is a good 20 minutes to get through a lot of these things when you're getting to know people and you're celebrating your hostess. I'm not going to go through all of the words, but I'm going to hit on some questions and some key points. Is that okay? Everybody follow that? So like I said, I might extrapolate a little bit more in a presentation, but I'm going to hit on the key points for tonight. And Joe, yes.
And we do not do satin hands at the beginning, and we can explain that later.
Correct. I kept this in the flip chart though. And then Joanna, did you say you wanted to record twice, or are we just doing one recording?
We're good.
Tonight?
We're good.
Okay.
Because I went so fast.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so at this point, I would say, okay, I'm so excited. I can't wait to let you guys get pampered tonight. So here's how tonight's gonna work. In the next hour, so I've already told them sort of the projection of time. In the next hour, we're gonna play a couple games. You're gonna get to try and be totally in love with the ultimate 3D miracle set. You're gonna get a dash out the door, little glamour makeover, quick, and a satin hands treatment. It's amazing. At the very end, the third thing is you're gonna have a private consultation with me. You get to ask any personal questions, any kind of comments that will make us better. You can do that with me privately, and we're going to schedule your second glamour appointment. Your second appointment. We call that the checkup from the neck up, and you'll, of course, get to experience more of my options. Now, I want to tell you about one of our games. This is not with a pretty bow. I would probably add a pretty bow, but this is what I want to introduce as the second appointment game. Now, when Joanna and I were starting, we would use the compact. I don't care what you do, but this is the pass the bag. And I'm using, let me tell you the reference. I'm using reference from Joanna's website, our new website. And under education in the video lounge, you will see a national sales director named Julia Burnett. And I'm following and teaching some of the things that she teaches in opening it like a pro. So if you want to watch her 45-minute video, go for it. If you want to hear the simplified version, just watch this again. So she does a pass the bag and makes it cute. And here's how it works, everybody. So every single time you hear me say second appointment, it might sound something like, oh, Susie, your question about mascara and all the long lasting fiber builders, I'm going to cover at our second appointment. Ding, ding, ding. I'm not going to say it. They have to figure out who gets it. Whoever says second appointment, then we pass the bag. And at the very end, the person holding the bag of samples gets to take home the swag bag. I would call it a swag bag. Okay, so let's meet everybody. So now I would then go around and meet everybody. I might say, okay, tell me your name, tell me your favorite Mary Kay product, how do you know the hostess, something like that. I also want to tell you a little bit about our ticket game. Now what I don't have right in front of me is my ticket pouch. Honest to goodness, I bought tickets 20 years ago and I recycle them. At the end of the party, I collect all the tickets and they're the same tickets from 20 years ago. So I just have a teeny little pouch and I have tickets. And so the second game we're going to play tonight is the ticket game. And this is super fun because you get to go home, one of you gets to go home with something to spend at your second appointment. Oh, Susie, yes, I just said the second appointment. Okay, you get to have the bag. See how this works, you guys? So I do a ticket game, and how it works is you get one ticket tonight for being here. Yay! You get one ticket for every question you ask about the Mary Kay products, and you get 2 tickets for every question you ask about the Mary Kay company or how we make our money in Mary Kay. Now, at the very end, anybody here competitive? Okay, so at the very end, the winner gets, and you can decide if you have some old Mary Kay product you want to get rid of, you can have a basket and she can go through it. If you want to do a gift card and she has some shopping that she gets to use at her second appointment, I'll tell you, this is, of course, the opening like a pro, but there's other parts of a party. And in the third part, or excuse me, the body of the party, that's where we get referrals. So I've been doing something different in referrals that we'll teach next time, maybe next week, but we haven't figured that out. So today, the tickets you can do, the winner with the most gets either a free product or, of course, a coupon for the next appointment. All right, so now we're on to this one. Okay, you guys? Now, everything I'm doing, you can see on the back, I've got little stickies. The other thing, let me back up and tell you. On the back of these, do I have one of this that you can see? No, okay, not yet. This one, okay, let me show you this. Yeah, okay, so this one, I have highlight, I have words, okay? So you're gonna want to go through and actually read each of these pages, but for tonight, I have made little stickies on maybe the key elements of each page. And that's what I'm going to give to Joanna so that you can ensure you're hitting the key points, okay? So you can always add to it, but be careful. Your opening really needs to be, I say, you know, if it's a party, 15, 20 minutes because you're talking with the hostess. If it's not a party, you want to get like 7, 8 minutes so that the people can put the stuff on their face. So we do talk a little bit in the beginning. That's why we want to be solid. We don't want to be wandering. And these will help you. So now we're at the Mary Kay Ash page, okay? Again, questions. Here's what I came up with. Who here knew Mary Kay Ash was nominated and won the most influential woman of the millennium? Anybody? Amazing, right? Don't you agree that women have more opportunity today than ever before? Well, honestly, I believe it's because Mary Kay started the feminist movement way back in 1963. Me too. Mary Kay started it. She believed. Then we're going to go on to whatever's on the back of that page that you want to talk about. And you can say Mary Kay was a real person, not like Betty Crocker or Aunt Jemima. I always say that. Now, after you're done telling a little bit about Mary Kay, then here's what I say. So for a ticket, ladies, for a ticket, What percentage of purchases made in America do women have control over? What, just buying power, what percentage of purchases in America do women have control over? Again, it's going to be on Facebook later. Don't worry about writing it down. And whoever might want to guess gets a ticket. Now, I'm really free with my tickets. I want them to have fun. So even if they say, 2,000%, I would give them a ticket. But the answer is 80% of women have the control in the home. And so this leads me into our Why Wash Your Face with Mary Kay. So I have a little note, Why Wash Your Face with Mary Kay. Doesn't it make a lot of sense to know that if women are in control of over 80% of the household purchases, then it's so rewarding to know why you should wash your face with Mary Kay. Flip the page. Da, 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 da. See this page? Okay, now I added. These are some things that I added. Okay, hold on. I can't read it and hold. I have to put it down temporarily because I got to read my notes. I think, okay, you might not be able to see me. Joe, can you hold that up? Well, this is what I added. Okay, so again, deadlines are always good. This is why when your director says, by Monday, do this challenge, like it finally gets your butt up. And I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So I finally did some improvements. So here's your question, you guys. And I'm going to turn this around. Remember how I said I highlighted? Do you know that there's already questions? How many of you? So, there's already questions on the flip chart. So Mary Kay knew how important it was to ask questions. Now, some people are listening and they don't understand why ask questions. When you're speaking, and this is great with kids, when you're talk, or your husband, talk, we only absorb like 2%. But when people say, hey, tell me what you prefer more of, washing the dishes, like we're paying attention because there's a question. Would you agree that, oh, what, huh? We pay attention. So we're actually absorbing like over, I don't know if it's 20%, but it's a big jump from just talk question. So on the back of this page, here is a great lead-in question. And I love it. Number one, how many of you appreciate doing business with companies that are socially and environmentally responsible? Head up, quick hand, okay? And you don't want to be like, your hand, tight hand, head shake, smile, show teeth. Not like that, show teeth. And what I added, and again, I will send this, I put in here, text love is to 225-224. The love is respect. The reason I wanted to add this on the front is I might not be able to go over everything, but I'm hoping that might be something people go, wow, what was that again? Or, hey, can we write that down? Or at least they've subconsciously, because you can listen and still read at the same time, the tickers on the CNN. So another thing that I put up here, okay, I have to read it here. So why wash your face with Mary Kay? You're going to probably review that during the comments that you're saying. Would knowing that you're helping women and children have a safe haven and have over $50 million dedicated to them, would it make you feel better about supporting and washing your face with Mary Kay? Now, it's also here, wait, over here, Mary Kay Foundation. So I just added these, and then honestly, I don't think it looks tacky. You guys text me if you think it does, but I just took packaging tape because it was a little shiny, and then I just put it over. But I didn't want it to be handwritten because I thought that might look tacky. So I just did it today. Again, I have on this side, my little cheat sheet. Another thing, 5,100 Americans are employed because of Mary Kay. Hello, why wash your face with Mary Kay? You're helping America. 3.4 beauty consultants in 35 countries. I went to the website, Joe, and it says 35. So that is our number. And then it says here, privately owned, 100% debt-free, 50 years of proven success. So these are some things that you can, of course, follow. You can highlight on the back here. That's very important. And did you know that when you recycle through Mary Kay, we plant trees, and over 1 million trees have been planted thanks to your recycling. Now, here is the question that I had never thought of, and I love it because National Sales Director Julia Burnett said, okay, guys, for a ticket, so far, what has been your favorite part about how Mary Kay impacts families? I loved that. So I listened to Joe's website and thought that's worth getting them engaged in the very beginning on what they've already heard and what impresses them. I'm starting to get, again, we're looking for leaders. So your job, if you go in only looking for sales, you're only going to sell. That'll pay your bills today. But if you go in looking for leaders and you're like, whoa, that woman just said she was really impressed at how our environmental programs have given not only jobs, but have given new life to, families, like I'm gonna be impressed with her, right? I'm gonna probably pay a little bit more attention, find out a little bit more about her during the presentation. I'm gonna say, oh my gosh, at your second appointment, what are you most excited to try? Because I can see a really fun a purple smoky eye on you. What do you think? Now I'm engaging, I'm getting her excited, right? That is why we are basically interviewing during the facial. That's the whole process. Yes, Joe.
That's also why we do not do full glamour at the initial appointment except on the hostess.
So I have a new page. Okay, now I'm onto this page. Page 11 is the written part. And this is where I have my note that I'm going to incorporate 3 ways. Okay, so Joe and I made this up. Gosh, was it right after seminar? I can't remember when we did. It might have been a year ago. I don't remember. But we started and I created this little, it's a flyer, but I laminate mine and everybody has this right underneath their customer profile card at their table. And on the back side is my specials, my set sheet, okay? So if you're in my unit, you're gonna see this. Of course, Joe has it as well. There's one for the 3D, and that's really what I focus on, especially since that comes in the starter kit, okay? I made one for repair, and you're welcome to follow that too. Whether you are doing a handshake or an actual facial together, this is such a simple thing to make yourself and laminate it. And this is what I now will incorporate. So at this page, okay, I will say, well, I'm really excited to share with you that there's 3 ways that you get to be a part of Mary Kay. And the first, and I will talk about today, you get to be and this is what it says, you're eligible for quarterly private beauty experiences like we're doing today at your own home and on your schedule. You'll have personal delivery, snap your fingers and I'm there for you. And then exclusive specials and secret events like our beauty bar that's coming up this Saturday. So you can introduce that to them. Then of course you can say there's VIP with free. So if you're the kind of girl that always wants to get the best deal, this is my favorite because at your second appointment, oh, yes, you get it, Rebecca. Okay, pass the bag to Rebecca. She's, woo-woo, good ears. Okay, so at your second, and then I might not repeat second facial, but at your second appointment, you get to share with friends. And this is one of our programs that we offer for you. And then, of course, you could become a power partner with me. Well, I want to tell you, when I sat here and I heard that Mary Kay was about having an organization that's faith first, family second, career third, I was really impressed. I was really impressed that in over 35 different countries worldwide, women were being empowered. So I had a couple questions that were asked at me, and I want to ask those to you today. So pick up your pen. Now, ladies, this is what Lisa Matson taught me. My gosh, it was in 2002. I had just gotten to London, where did I live? Hawaii. I've lived a lot of places. Okay, so I just gotten to Hawaii. Lisa Matson, then She's currently #1 in her seminar, but she's an Inner Circle National, and she came to visit, and she said that she starts every single appointment with these questions. And so this is what I have done. And I apologize, Joe, if you don't do this, because there's always these little things that everybody does differently, but this has helped me. So I'm just going to share this. And at this point, I do have them pick up their pen, and then I have them write somewhere. On the back of their profile is my favorite in the pink box, okay? So I say, so there's 3 ways. And I decided to become a power partner because I was sort of a smart girl and I wanted a deal, but I also wanted to be empowered. So let me ask you this. Question number 1, at your current job, do you have all the flexibility in the world? Like, you know what, I'm gonna take a 6-hour lunch break. Do you have all the flexibility? Could you take 6-7 weeks just because your mom was having surgery? Do you have all the flexibility? Yes or no? Just write down yes or no. Don't worry, it's not a quiz. Nobody's looking. Number 2, at your current job, are they constantly praising you for a job well done? You know, ribbons and applause every single week. You sneeze and you get some kind of a jewelry. Yes or no? Okay, number 3, at your current job, are you paid what you are worth? You know, could you earn a year's salary in 1 month? Yes or no? See how I just throw that out there? What? Who does that? Okay, question number 4. At your current job, if you gave your job your guts for the next 5 years, could you substantially change your financial situation? Yes or no? Now, don't worry, I'm not looking, but if you happen to say no to any of those, your no's could turn into yeses like it did for me when I signed up. This was me. Now I'm transitioning, you guys. So I'm transitioning into my I story. Is everybody following me? Okay, now I've got them a little bit ticked off, maybe curious. Like, wait a second, I thought I had the best job ever. I can't take a 6-hour lunch break. 13 weeks of vacation? Are you serious? Okay, so I've piqued their interest. So what I did today was, because I was always carrying around my pictures, the page that Joanna just showed, I put my pictures on it, okay? So I just taped over the words. And I finally got an updated picture, because honest to goodness, look what I was showing. Oh my gosh, you guys, this was the picture I was showing for all those years, which is really cute because it told me that your support, should you fall in love today, you get to help me pay for a very special faith camp that I send my children to every year just for my Mary Kay money. So that was why I did this, because it showed how they were contributing to my family just by purchasing from me. So now I can share, this was me when I started. I came because I needed a facial. You guys are here because you deserve one. But yeah, I had pimples all down my face. I had scars, and thanks to the Mary Kay product, completely changed my skin. But now I'm going to read what I wrote. Okay, so now I'm gonna sort of change here. Okay, so if you happen to say no, your no's can turn into yeses like it did for me. 22 years ago, I sat just like you. My arms were crossed. I was so negative. I didn't wear makeup. I was a little snot, Joanna says. And I had no idea that my life would be completely transformed that day. You see, Mary Kay is about empowering women. And that day, she helped me to see that I could be more. I could help other women be more. That we complain, we beat ourselves up. And I'm gonna cry, you guys. This is sort of fun. If you get emotional and your friend and the people get emotional, you've hit it. Then you know you have a strong I story. I wanted women to feel unstoppable. So I saw this as an opportunity on part-time hours that I could help moms, I could help women have their cake and eat it too. I wanted them to be able to have their faith and their family above their career, but not sacrifice their opportunity for advancement or money. And you guys, it has been such a journey. I have been able to connect with people who feel lonely, even in big jobs, and I get to serve the needs of my clients. And I look forward to being your consultant forever, because you're going to have your skin till death do you part. But more importantly, I am looking for, now here's the thing, you guys, you got to know what you're looking for. I'm looking for women who want to have their faith elevated, want to be able to work with women who are highly trained, highly motivated, supporting their goals, and to be able to have freedom to decide their own day. So watch me today. If this sounds like something that sounds appealing to you, I'd love to answer your questions. But more importantly, who likes free? Every single person that you find that's perfect for my record-breaking pink Cadillac unit. Now let me go back. I didn't have a pink Cadillac in the very beginning. So here's what I said. For my record-breaking team, we are the fastest growing team in all of, I was in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We're the fastest growing team in all of Joanna Shipe's national area. I'm looking for women, and I get to give you free Mary Kay for thinking of me and passing me on. Okay. Who here is excited to get the product on their skin? All right, let's get started. Now, I'm going to share 2 more things because I'm not quite done. So did anybody feel like that was sort of like that it was a little bit more touching than, oh, I signed up and I love the stuff? So you want to really think about what gets your goat, man. Maybe that's not even a phrase, but I just made it up. Okay, so at this point, Joanna had just said, here's a question. Did you know Mary Kay is ranked top 5 globally? Got to get a little excited with your presentation. Don't just be like, Mary Kay is ranked top 5 globally. Would knowing you had a 100% guarantee make your skin feel better? Okay, so that didn't work. So let me go back. Did you know that Mary Kay is ranked top 5 globally? We're the #1 direct sales in the Direct Sales Association for Skincare and Glamour. Now, would knowing you had a 100% guarantee for life, not just 3 days, not just 3 months, for life with me, would it make you feel better investing in your skin? Okay, investing in your skin. Yes.
He's taking all the statements that y'all would be reading and turning them into questions.
So again, I just made 2 quick points. All this might be too much to read. You don't want to put people to sleep. The words are there to help jog your memory, but you got to study these things so that then it becomes easy. So I'm going to have this for your bullet point. And now we're ready for today is the day. Can you see the benefit of using products that are tested to work together? I used to go a little CVS, a little commissary, a little bit of the Macy's. Well, guess what, gang? They're all different chemicals. Well, no wonder I had a chemical reaction on my face. I was breaking out. My texture was horrible. I couldn't figure it out until I got to be sitting with my beauty consultant to try the skincare set that was proven to work together. Okay, so that's what we call the opening. At this stage, we would go into the middle or the body of the presentation. And I know that was a lot. Here we are, it's 6 o'clock. It took me 20 minutes. Now I did do some teaching in there, but I want to open it up for any comments, and you might have to raise your hand for Joe, because this is something that you will go back to. And I told Joanna, I have generally, for all the years at this point, got the product on their face. I do the product and I do the foundation, and then as soon as the foundation is on their face, I am going to play 2 games. So that's going to be part of this and the referrals, and we'll teach you that in the next training session. But that was the opening was what we wanted to get through tonight. So Joe, go ahead, and if we have questions or comments, anybody want to say anything, ask anything?
And again, like Andrea said, that was a lot, but when you do it and you practice it and you don't have the sidebar comments, and you just make everything a question and you write it on your pages and you're flipping, it's going to go very fast. It's going to be 8 to 12 minutes. And your I story, your reasons, whatever, it should be like Andrea had, more pictorial than you talking. No questions. All right, you're good, girl.
Oh wait, Alice has her hand up.
So the pictures that you put on your flip chart, they get to see that. You didn't do that just for us tonight. You're showing us how we should do it too, right?
Yeah. So what I I actually, this was my piece of paper. I would bend my before, and then I would say, I would show them, don't I look cuter? I would do it like this. This is my before, and then this is me with the car. So I would bend it, and I would say, don't I look cuter? I have more cash. I signed up. So that's sort of like my little picture. But yeah, these are the pictures I've used. The only thing I think I might go and find my first facial before picture I have. Joanna always did the before pictures, and I'm like this, like a mugshot, and I have a big zit right on my nose. So I thought I might add that to the picture.
Great presentation. I learned a lot.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if y'all don't have a before picture of yourself from way back when, you know, take a before and after right now. Kathy Halou used to walk around with a set of, you know, with her keys, with a little frame that had her before and after. And people would go, oh my gosh, you're beautiful. And she goes, let me show you what I look like without Mary Kay. And it was, and they'd be like, who is that? Okay, Andrea, go over our every week challenge, and then we will let everybody go. And then she gave y'all some teasers. We're going to go into the next part. So I would advise that you go to joannashipe.com, go under resources, go to education, go to video lounge, and watch that first video. And I would watch it 5 times. And then I would go back and watch how Andrea tweaked what she did and made it even more simple. Perfect your opening and your closing. The body will take care of itself.
You are going to see in that video, she uses a completely different flip chart. So I did spend quite a bit of time this weekend, and that flip chart would probably cost you $50 to print it. But again, the starter kit is such a great deal because this flip chart is amazing, and it's part of the $100. So I want you to use the flip chart that you were given. The challenge, this is so great, you guys. First of all, I'm going to throw in there, you need to practice your opening. So watch that video, watch this again, practice your opening. Okay, that's going to be an add-on that maybe Joe and I didn't agree on earlier, but we're just doing now. 3 new faces, 3 new faces. That's a practice. So if you already know you have a face tomorrow, then you can say, I'm so excited, I get to practice. You guys, I am still excited every day. I told Lisa on Saturday, I'm practicing, I'm getting some tweaks out. And if you practice, you have a win. It's not about selling all that, it'll come, but you know that she feels good helping you, and you actually have a win practicing. 3 faces, 3 new shares. This is our standard, okay? So it's part of that 3 + 3, although a party is what Mary Kay wanted. We're saying 3 faces, 3 shares, and again, Monday nights with RSVP, we're available. So we can do it if we have an RSVP by noon. And then we wanted you to finish the Mary Kay University. And then of course our hostess of the month. So this is the fun part. I did not get a flyer made. I will work on that. But to have your client as the customer appreciation night, customer of the month, we made a decision today, and forgive me for not having the visual. Every single client that helps you have a $500 party. Now, she can be a virtual party. I would recommend a face-to-face, but it can happen. It can be both. Outside sales are part of the Mary Kay process, but any customer that helps you make $500 extra from her connections, not your current customers, they have to be all new people, then she will automatically earn the engraved. It's a decal, Joe. So it's not an actual embroidery. It's not embroidery. It's a decal for her travel roll-up bag. So that is for every single person. We will be doing that. But of course, the customer of the month, we are going to be looking at who had the most parties, who had the most people at her party, who had the most sales at the party, who had the most outside sales from that party, who attended the most events, including our own marketing appointments and anything local. And I believe referrals, that was the other thing.
Outside bookings from bookings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we covered this at the beginning.
Sorry.
But repeat it. Like she said on the video, people need to hear things about 10 times before they get it. We're good. So yeah, bookings from bookings and then referrals, so they're going to get points for everything. It's going to be great.
Okay. That was great, guys.
All excited? 3 new faces, 3 shares with your director, follow up, and finish Mary Kay University. Even if you've done it before, suck it up, Buttercup. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. I did MK University for Directors 3 times already. I learned something every time. All right, you guys, it's been an amazing meeting. Again, how many of you are dreading the drive home?
I'm not.
Okay, how many of you just have a horrible commute all the way back to your home right now? Yeah, okay. So again, thank you, Andrea and Joanna, for having us have our meeting in front of our computers. This is awesome. But who would like to earn their director to come visit them? Go on Target for your car or go into DIQ. Your choice. Love you guys. Have a great evening and Voxer us every day with your